semi-early today because we have to get packing for our anniversary trip tomorrow, and then like we're gonna leave for one day and come back on the next day, so it's gonna be pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
I mean, still better than.
We're gonna go to a Hobbit house.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want to see pictures.
Yeah, we'll have a bunch of pictures, I'm sure.
You're going to the
Shire. I need to look it up.
Yeah, we're going to the Shire because we wanted to go to New Zealand for our honeymoon, but COVID and crap didn't make it possible. So
we found like this Airbnb in Virginia that has like a little Hobbit house. That would be cool to go check it out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, what were you saying, James, about your idea, your log line?
Oh, that I already gave you guys my log line, but I don't really have the thing enough written that I want to show yet.
Well, how far ahead are you?
No comment.
That's fair.
Okay, that's fair.
Sarah,
That's
did you
fair.
tell us your log line for the one?
For which one?
You thought
For the random elements.
No, I was working on I finished the other one and working on something with Daniel, and I haven't got to that one. I'm doing that one tomorrow.
Do you have?
You guys seem like good working partners.
she's a good person to work with. Good scriptwriter.
Yeah.
Thanks, Daniel.
Great scriptwriter. Sorry.
Well, did you have an idea for your stuff yet, or no? Sarah.
Do you have an idea for your?
No, I'm writing it tomorrow, so I'm gonna sit down, come up with the idea. I work fast, but
Oh
no.
right, I forgot. She's like
Okay.
ninja.
I block it.
Colin.
I block it out, so then I just pick days what I work on different things.
You said yours
What?
was adventure in space.
What'd you say?
Hmm?
I said, Colin, you said yours is gonna be like an adventure in space, right?
I was thinking like maybe it might be fun to try and like, I don't know, write something about like characters like trying to understand the universe or something, and like trying to understand, things. I don't know. It'd be kind of interesting. It's like
I was gonna ask you guys for ideas of brainstorms because like all of my ideas are so lame and stupid. I can't.
No,
What? That's probably not true.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to make a dildo fit in a family film. It's just, it's not.
That's easy.
Well, that's you gotta
a
think
PG
outside the box.
movie. I
You're
can't even
trapping
use the
yourself
word
into the
dildo.
idea that it's a family film. It doesn't
But it
necessarily have to
is.
be
It's
a
a
family
PG
film, but it
film.
can be a film about family.
No, it says.
Well, no, it's supposed to be like an actual family-friendly film, but
Yeah, it's supposed to be PG.
Mine is not at all. What? Oh
no, I mean hers. I don't know what genre did you get?
I got disaster movie. How is that supposed to be family friendly?
Oh no,
Oh no,
hers
yours
is supposed
isn't.
to be-
Mine is
Hers,
PG.
her genre was family, so it's like family-friendly.
Mine is PG movie.
That's how 48
I
Hours.
love the thought of a dystopian children's movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Hey, they exist. They exist, and they're weird.
So good.
I would like
It's
to
like, how
see
would you
like
frame, like-
family dildo and disaster movie in one mix.
Family dildo and disaster
The
movie.
perfect
Okay.
storm. No, it's like the ultimate challenge. Like really, it's like great to start out on such a challenge. You know what I mean?
Sounds like some sort of Gaspar Noé type fucking like epic art house film that like explores the human experience
only-
from like conception to the end of humanity.
Because
Yeah.
if it's like a PG film, I can't say the word dildo, so it has to be like
Wait,
the
that's
kids are
right.
looking for the Christmas. The
If you
ideas
say
that
it
I
turns
had.
So
PG-13.
It's Mama's wand.
No,
Magic
like
wand.
I was telling Colin that
Can
like
you show it?
if the word was vibrated,
show
it would
it,
have
yeah.
been so. If the word was
And it'll still
vibrated,
be
it would have been
PG-13?
so much easier.
It wouldn't be
Because, like-
PG-13. You got like it would be like
Sorry,
a
PG.
yeah,
It's
it'd be like
PG.
an old '90s PG movie, like for real.
Yeah, like
What if-
I'm
what if
getting
you, like-
inspiration
Okay,
from.
all
Like I
right,
said.
but I'm sorry, but the
Anyway-
MPAA was different back then.
Yeah, I'm getting inspiration
Yeah.
from early SpongeBob. Like I said, like the
Remember that
freaking Simpsons.
Poltergeist was rated PG.
And the Simpsons in Brazil is rated G, so
That's some.
it's free for all audiences in Brazil. Like what the heck?
Okay,
Parts of the Caribbean.
my parents didn't let me watch The Simpsons until, well, I don't think they ever let me watch The Simpsons. I think
I didn't want to watch The Simpsons. My parents were fine with it. I didn't want to watch it because it was weird.
But
And
I feel like there's a way you can do it with it where it would actually slip by the
like I said, early
What are they
SpongeBob.
called?
Early SpongeBob is my inspiration right now.
Give the rating.
But like the way that I see it, like I can't think of a cool scenario though. The only scenarios I think of is like kids are looking for Christmas presents in mommy and daddy's room. They look in the drawer and they're like, "This is a weird thing," you know, like.
Priscilla,
whatever.
expand your mind.
I
Expand your
think-
mind. Think out the box.
I don't have as dirty of
don't
a
get
mind
caught
as
up in
you
thinking about
do.
one specific example, you know, like because
Yeah, for real.
you can like because like it feels like you know anything of it, like there are totally ways of just like continuing on random trains of thought and finding other scenarios. I feel like.
And remember
done
that
a
it's
few, I
never
just
it's
can't think of
never
a
a
cool
problem
one.
to go wild as long as the rest of the movie is just as wild.
Just make it
Yes.
a magic wand and then be able to cast spells with it.
Oh God. Okay, that would
Well,
have to
He's
be
sexually
really
repressed and has
skinny.
different ideas for how to use
The
could
magic
be-
is
in
no,
the
no,
gonna be
bottle.
if
white
so if it's
magic,
like a
so it
kid's
looked
movie-
like so bad.
I think it would depend on the shape of the dildo, but
See,
like,
that's the thing. If it's supposed to be family friendly, you can only do like one joke with it. You can't keep it through the whole movie, otherwise they would totally get flagged. But I feel like there's a way you could like sneak it in somewhere. And
exactly. That's what I'm
that's the
thinking.
creative-
That's why I
Yeah,
said
is there
like,
any way to like hide it as something else? Like,
well,
you
that's
know,
what I was thinking, like a
I feel like that's
throwaway
possible.
scene. Like
Yeah,
a
for real. You
throwaway
don't have to make it central either. It could literally just be like,
Yeah.
Well,
like
that's the
I
example
remember,
I
I
gave.
remember
Like,
when I was in the 48-hour when I worked on a 48-hour film project, like some of the other entries were just like the item was in the background or it was like a throwaway insert shot. Like some of it was like the bare fucking minimum to like qualify.
well, that's why I was thinking like a throwaway scene, like the kids looking for Christmas presents and seeing something weird in the drawer.
or maybe
or
they're looking
mommy-
through mommy's toys.
Huh?
no, this,
It could also
Yeah,
it could
Looking for
also
toys
be
to play with, and they're
like,
looking through
Priscilla,
mommy's-
Priscilla.
that's literally
Here,
that's
it-
exactly what she was saying.
Yeah, like a throwaway line, like,
Doesn't
oh,
work. No.
Oh, we can't play in there. Mommy says that her toys are not to be played with or whatever. Or something like that.
in your face.
No. Just,
Yeah,
just
you
hide it as
can.
just
You
That
can
would
make
be
it like
the
a
way
make
to
it
hide
something
it's like
else. I don't
someone, like,
understand
opening a
what's
drawer
this like
looking for something and
obsession
then, like
with this
shifting
one
and moving a whole bunch of
example?
stuff
Whoa,
around
wait a
like a dildo and like a fucking like butcher knife and some shit.
What?
You can have it be
Yeah,
like
go wild.
no, it could just be
wasn't
like a quick
understanding what
joke. Like
either
it
of
doesn't
you-
need as like they were you know
the
they were saying
point
like
of
it
it
just
Yeah,
is
it
like
doesn't
a
have to be
quick
the
joke.
central focus. I
need
just
to
Maybe
you
like
know, like,
situational. Like it could be like, oh, it's the joke is that like they don't know that it's this and it's never explained. It's just that like people
Okay,
will get it.
so
you know what I
maybe
mean?
my problem is that
Yeah,
I'm
that would
focusing
probably be
too
the best
hard.
way to sneak it in.
Maybe I'm just focusing too hard on how I'm gonna sneak it in, and I'm
Yeah, because like it doesn't
not.
need to be big and it doesn't even need to be explained. It could just be like
It doesn't
something
need to be
that's
that big.
apparent. But
I
not
think mommy did disagree on that.
Okay. Oh well, apparently Daniel knows some stuff. I'm kidding.
we all have trauma from our childhoods.
No, but yeah,
Okay.
I think Colin's right. The best way to sneak it in would just to have it be like a throwaway thing, like they're going through stuff and they just toss it. And it's kind of like you never know what it is. Like, I know cartoons used to do that, like Rugrats, stuff like that.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
I like
thought it would
that.
be
I don't
so
know
much.
if I don't think they ever had a dildo, but I
Yeah,
know
they
had,
have.
some
no, I
adult-
like that idea. That I like that already.
Rugrats had some stuff though. I remember.
Rugrats had a dildo.
What? I don't remember a dildo, but I remember.
It was a
like-
banned episode.
Oh,
They
What?
also had a Vixen episode, Alien Vixen episode.
Okay, guys, I should
The
actually
grandpa
go.
is reading a magazine,
I'm gonna go.
movie.
All right, Colin. Hi, Colin.
Bye.
Bye, Colin.
Good fun.
What show
Yep.
is this again?
Rugrats.
Rugrats.
Oh god.
I remember a lot of ones in SpongeBob, but I don't remember in Rugrats. I remember like 2 in Rugrats that were weird. But then again, I always thought that the parents were kind of creepy. So
I seriously think the father, they're alcoholics. Tommy's parents.
I think that his mom might be because she's just really poor thing.
And the father's in super depression.
Oh no, yeah, I was gonna say the dad is like super depressed and smokes so much gank in that fucking basement. I know for a
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah,
Aw.
because it's always smoky whenever they open the door.
Pretty
And
sure
I-
Chucky's
and I
dad
feel like
smokes that stuff
Angelica is
too.
They
just a
blame it on
little.
the machines breaking down, but
And when you
I
grow
agree.
up, it's just even worse because you think like, oh my gosh, Angelica's such a brat, probably because her parents are constantly fighting and on the verge of a divorce the whole time.
Obviously, if anyone's alcoholics, it's them. It's Angela's parents.
No, Angelica's parents are just like the couple that you would imagine are just constantly fighting on the verge of divorce and their kids just crying out for attention.
Angelica's parents are the couple that should have gotten a divorce that never did.
Yeah. So
And obviously, her parents
That's the
have
worst.
cheated.
it's pretty sad
Yeah.
actually when you watch it as an adult and you see all
They're
that
bringing
stuff.
it back, eh?
yeah.
Are they?
Bring it back and, like,
Why?
They're bringing it
Bringing what
back into
back?
a CG
Netflix
show.
I'm scared,
Oh, what?
honestly.
It makes good TV though.
No, it doesn't. It makes crap TV because you're taking something that was special and beautiful and you're remaking it without putting what made it special in the first place,
I
without
don't know.
understanding what made it
But they
special.
they did have one episode that they had a dildo in there.
Okay, I'll look into that.
There
But
you go.
like,
See,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like you can.
No.
I mean, that one was banned because that one was like for like.
Animaniacs, there were a ton of jokes in those, like the fingerprints
Oh,
one.
please, as if
Hello,
Animaniacs only
nerds.
pretended to be for kids.
But there were
Okay,
also
I love
movies
anime.
like Heavyweights or I don't know. There's a bunch of movies that had like you know,
Fully-
jokes.
let's be
Well,
real.
Looney Tunes
Yeah,
kids.
Animaniacs was
The
pretty.
one
raunchy.
last beer episode.
What?
The Looney Tunes kids, they had one last beer. Them being alcoholics.
Oh.
Okay, I think you're just
Looney
looking in
Tunes
the
is
dark
great.
web or something.
But that's what I'm saying. There's
No,
ways
I can
to-
send you that episode, Priscilla, if
No,
you want
I'm
me
good.
to.
I'm good. I'm good.
Anyway, I finished writing out my third script, but I feel like it's not. I don't know. I want to change the story, so I'm going to post it up on the website and on our Facebook.
Oh
and
yeah, this is
Okay,
not the
cool.
film festival
WhatsApp,
one.
and then
This
you guys
is
kind of review it.
the thing with it is I've been trying to change it because I told him that it sounds like it's supposed to be a conspiracy and it's supposed to be like a government thing, but it sounds way too much like it's 1 minute it sounds like a mental illness, the other minute it sounds like medication, and it doesn't sound real. Like it doesn't feel. I feel like there are two different stories in there, but I can't put my finger on what to change. So maybe you guys can help with that. Because I don't like it. Also, honey, I told you to change the word for, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, because we don't want to be like disrespectful. It's supposed to be like a government thing. But yeah, it's right now it's just a mess. His romance one was really
I don't think
sweet
it's
and
that
cute,
much of a
though.
mess, but I want to see other
I
feedback on it.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I
Anyway,
watch a lot.
The premise
like,
of the story is this guy is having a new personality each day, and each day the doctor's telling him, "No, you're this," and he keeps having these dreams each day that's of these people which look like him that are saying, "Don't listen to him. He's wrong. You're not this guy. He's trying to change you. He's trying to make you something different." And so then you're trying to figure out who's telling the truth or what's real the whole time. But I feel like I can do better with it. I feel like that's why I want more feedback on it.
Yeah, because I can't put my finger on like how to change it. Maybe because I'm a little too personal with it. So I'm just, I don't know. Or maybe I'm afraid of hurting his feelings.
No, I don't know. I also know she doesn't really like stories that are similar to others, like a whole multiple personality thing's been done before. So she doesn't. That's part.
I don't like anything
At
that
first,
feels
yeah.
like I've seen it a million times, or that feel like it doesn't know what it wants to be, or that it could be interpreted a different way. I'm very
I like them.
picky.
Yeah, but I want honest feedback for real. Like when I post it up, like read it critically and constructively, and let me know.
Okay.
The romance one though, I thought was really good. Your 24 hours.
Other
But yeah, guys, okay. I'll be working on the dildo story. Hopefully, I get it by the end of this week or next week.
Guess I'll have to read everybody's stories. Like I don't know, what are we doing Thursday?
Next week.
Right?
Oh yeah, guys, we were supposed to have it done by Thursday. So like, what are we?
No, by
Can you
by
guys?
today. I
Well,
have
Sarah's
mine-
probably gonna
I
finish
guess I can
hers.
read mine out, but
Lord knows we will
Yeah.
try.
what?
I'll
We
do
will
what
try.
James, I feel like the hardest part is the story. Yeah, you came up with a really dope story. So I feel like the hardest part, which was the story itself, like the beginning, middle, and end. You got through. Now you just need the dialogue.
I think. Wait, you already wrote it, James?
You heard
already
me?
wrote it?
If I already wrote it? No, I
Yeah.
haven't finished writing it.
What?
No, I have not finished writing it.
Oh, but you already
Finished.
wrote most of it though.
Nah, not most.
Some of it.
Hey, James, first drafts are first drafts for a reason. Like there was in that book that we were studying, the filmmaking handbook thing, it keeps talking about like how your rough drafts should be rough and all that. And Coda was like, that goes for script writing and for like this and that. And he was like, I feel like you'd have issues with that because you're such a perfectionist and you hate if you see a problem, you just want to fix it right away instead of letting the first draft be the first draft.
No, he said like because they said just write it out, or like they said with the first edit. They were talking about editing, but I was like, it goes for script writing too. Just write it out, get it like the way you feel like it should be. Don't try to fix everything and everything.
And then fix it in the second draft.
Until you go back and redo it again and re-edit it. That's what they said. And I said like, well, she always wants to try to like fix everything right away, and that's why she's having trouble writing it out because she's trying to fix it all before she even begins. And that's why I feel like, I don't know, maybe you do the same thing, James. Like, I think just jumping into it and writing it out is good, even if it sucks. If it's that way you see it and you at least have like the majority of the story there. And even though you know it sucks, you know what it could be, and you know what it isn't, and you know what you can change to make it what it should be. Or you can at least give it out to get feedback if you don't know, like, so that you can see like something people might notice that you didn't. You're like, oh, I see why it's not coming off the way I thought it would now, because they're saying they didn't get this match to that.
Speaking of, we haven't watched your film yet. I separated it so we can watch with Coda. So I can watch it with Coda. We'll probably watch it tomorrow or after tomorrow. So I'll send you like.
I mean, I all I did was show up on the day to shoot it, so it's all right. Yeah,
It was done in one day.
It was done in a few days, but most of it was shot in 2 like 8-hour sessions.
That's crazy.
You were there for only
Yeah,
one.
it wasn't fun. It was an Airbnb that was rented for 2 days, and I couldn't even like show up the day before the shoot to like pre-light or anything. So I had to like, oh, and there was no sound guy.
What?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Man, Martin would
Like,
be mad at
you were only
that.
there for one day, and they shot for.
No. I was there. I shot the whole thing.
Okay.
But
Yeah, so that's cool. Like I want to see it. See how you shot.
it's
Did you help him block it out, or did you just show up on set after the fact?
No. I mean, I helped him where I could. But it was also
I mean,
like,
like you guys
stupid
worked
low
on the
budget.
storyboard
It was
together
stupid
and
low
everything,
budget
and
and like
show up late.
and
No
the
one's
director was an
expecting it to
18-year-old
be a
kid.
huge budget thing. I feel like me and Coda were talking about this, how we hate when people leave comments like, oh, for the budget that it had, I guess it was good. Like that sucks. Either the story was good or it wasn't. You shouldn't like, yes, you should take into consideration the resources they
more
had.
towards the production value. But
Oh,
also
okay.
it was just like it's like this 18-year-old kid. It was a student film. It was like, oh, they offered me like a percentage of the distribution deal. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. This is gonna be great.
Oh,
And then when I showed up on set and saw that there wasn't a sound guy, I was like, oh my God, I just agreed to work for free.
yeah, I'm kind of worried about that because I remember Martin gave us like a huge conversation about the importance of sound, and we are just on the chapter on the filmmaking handbook where it talks about the importance of sound. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty
No,
crazy.
sound is
sound editing.
sound is super important. That's why like when I met my sound guy on my first short, I basically like, can we be friends forever now?
Yeah.
Please. Yeah, no, that's why we still haven't finished it, even though I wrote the thing in fucking 2019. Because he's a perfectionist. I'm letting him do his thing, and neither of us.
Well, you can't be
happy
too
with
much
it.
of a perfectionist, otherwise you never get it off the ground.
Well, I mean, yeah. I feel like I guess you know what.
Especially with the
I'm
production
gonna-
value,
I'm
if you
gonna-
don't have
I'm
the
gonna finish my
resources.
second cut because I already have the first draft of my second film cut. Once I finish that second cut, then I'll start hounding him and be like, all right, dude, it's time to finish this shit.
I mean, don't be rude. Just like, don't be so hard. Tell him not to be as hard on
No,
himself.
because I want to be
it's
involved
like,
in it too. So it'd be more
Yeah.
of like me also kicking myself in the pants.
Because sometimes I feel like we're trying to make resources that don't exist come through. And it's okay if we don't have those resources. You still try to make the best thing you can, knowing that it's not going to be the best, but you're going to do better next time. At least you have something out there. The last chapter of Save the Cat talked about that too. So sorry, we're trying to read everything ahead of time so that we don't have to worry about it, because we're going to return like Wednesday night.
No, it's okay. I have to catch up anyway.
We have it in our heads right now, and that's kind of what's in my brain.
Yeah, you're just talking about like how making stuff and getting yourself out there is better than just not doing it and waiting forever, pretty much.
Yeah, even
Because
if you
you're
work on
waiting
a
on
small
the
production,
resources,
at
or you're
least
waiting on the this or that, and you're not going to have it, and so then you just keep waiting, and you end up not even making it, and so it's like you could
Yeah,
have
I
just
know.
made it and then showed that you're actually capable of making something, even if you're not,
even if it's not perfect.
even if you didn't have.
Well,
the
and that's how you get better, yeah. And then here's the thing: if you can make something once, you can make it again, if not better, the
Right.
second time around.
You'll
Usually,
probably get better help because you'll see, like, people will see that you're actually
Doing something.
like you actually follow through with what you're trying to say instead of just saying, yeah, I'm gonna make something. Oh yeah, I'm going to.
oh yeah, that's the typical, like, you're in a relationship, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna move those boxes. Well, oh yeah, I'm gonna fix that. I am so guilty of that. I do that all the time with my family and stuff. They're like, Sarah, did you do that yet? I'm like, no. And they're like, I'm like, yeah, but I look at my list. I got 25% done.
Oh,
You know what?
today
Limits,
Coda
man.
actually mopped. I was like, oh my gosh, honey, like I've never been more turned on. Because I was joking, because like he was putting it off, like, honey, can you sleep? Can you mop please? And then he did like a million things today, and I was just watching like in awe, like, like you know, when people actually get stuff done, it's amazing. One
That's
second.
true.
Yeah, I usually like
Oh.
block stuff out and then do a bunch of stuff at once instead of just like one thing here, one thing there.
Yeah, that's his method, and he does it well. I can't do one thing here, one thing there. My brain does not work like that. I have to take a day and be like, this, I'm going to do it today, and I'm going to do everything I need to do today. Otherwise I forget, and I just spend the rest of the week like, la-da-da-da-da. And then the end, I'm like, holy crap, I had all this to do and I completely forgot. So
No, I mean, like, I do it all at the same time. Like writing, I'll take time, like a few hours just to write, instead of being like, I'll write a page here and then a page later. I don't know,
Well,
like I get in the mode of doing it, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Or like the same thing with cleaning. Like that's why I was just cleaning like a few things. It's because I was, in that mode of like clean mode.
Lania, you sent me a message. Was it intended to everyone? Because it was privated. I just want to make sure so I don't read out your message if it's private. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it is, but just want to make sure. Because last time I did that with Brent. Oh,
Yeah. I was gonna
okay. Just you, but for you to share. Okay. So she said, because last time it wasn't something personal, but like it was, Brent sent it to me, so I accidentally read it out loud. Okay. So she said, has everyone already shot their first film at this point? No matter how it turned out, I have not, but I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. Has
Like,
anyone shot their any film yet?
like.
Well, James
Sarah's been in
apparently.
stuff.
Do you
Daniel-
mean
There's
in
some
general,
stuff James
or
has.
do you mean in general, or do you mean the scripts we've been writing?
I still feel like, I think she means like, has anyone been in their first production?
Yes. Well, I'm in production.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I've done,
feel
like,
like everyone
YouTube
except
stuff.
me.
I've done some YouTube videos and stuff, but I haven't really done like it hasn't really been like professional, like as I don't
Yeah,
know.
just in general with a small cast, first production, she says. So yeah.
Yeah,
I
my
mean,
Yeah,
I was in
like,
theater,
little
but
things,
my
I did
stuff's been on
theater,
TV and theater, everything.
yeah, like I didn't act, of course, but I was like one of the.
Yeah, I'm excited for it to be more professional. Like when we do it in this group, doing like having everyone have a set role and pre-production, like doing a lot of pre-production to actually make it right. I'm excited to finally get to do that and have other people that understand that stuff needs to get done. Because with the YouTube thing, it was like I had a bunch of people that just kind of wanted to make stuff, but they didn't really want to do the pre-production work for it.
What I find though is that just like anything, it's if you start small and you start building those habits small, it grows momentum, and each week that you do it, it becomes easier to do more and more and more and to stack more on top of it. The hardest thing is if you come into any kind of project being like, I need to get this amount of work done, you'll stress yourself out. If it happens, it's great. But that's where the small, like do a couple pages kind of helps you just like get something done and keeps that
I feel like before
Yeah.
they used to say that you create a habit doing the same thing over and over again for 21 days. Now they say it's 44. So either people's minds are taking longer to make something a habit or they changed. But I've heard it both ways. Like if you do something every day for a certain amount of time, it becomes a habit and it becomes easier and easier the more you do it.
Right.
that's true.
I'm
But
just
if you're
talking
really
about,
good
like,
at building habits, go.
But I was just meaning like getting something more like, because that you're right. Like when I was doing the YouTube stuff, like I was recording every weekend, and it got easier and easier each weekend because we got more used to how we could do it and how fast we could do it. But I was just meaning like I haven't really done something. I was doing quantity over quality at that point, and I was just like filming a bunch of stuff so I could edit it later and then have a bunch of videos to post. And I feel like I'm excited to be able to really plan one thing, you know?
Yeah.
Why are you looking like that?
Who?
You're giving me a face like.
Oh, that's just my like weird face. One of my weird faces.
What's that face on your face?
That's my face. Yeah, I like to make weird faces just for no reason. Sometimes just like I'll have a weird thought or something just panning through my mind.
Gotcha. I thought you were just like disagreeing face.
No.
Okay.
I
Well,
g-
yeah, anyway,
yeah.
that's what I'm excited about, to like actually focus on one thing and try to make it the best I can instead of just like filming it to film it, pretty much.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
They're
Well, that
gonna-
makes sense because you want it to be the best that you can, and I think that all does come down to pre-production.
And it also comes down to a team that actually believes in, or at least trusts you to get it right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
People are gonna watch this recording and it's like, what's that weird guy making weird faces?
Yeah, always. I'm just kidding.
I'm just taking myself off camera and making weird faces. I don't know why I'm in a weird mood today.
I'm in a weird mood every day because it depends. Like what's weird to one person is normal to another, and vice versa, which could be very cool and very weird. Try it when you jump from weird different social circles, and you'll find that out real fast. You'll be like the normal
People accept it and some people
banter is
find it
different.
Yeah.
That was actually something in the book as well. Like he said, when you have an idea for a movie, you should go to like different social circles or different people and just ask them on the street, hey, what do you think of this idea? Do you think it sounds cool?
It's a good idea.
And see if people are like, no, that sounds dumb. Or if like they're like, yeah, that actually sounds interesting. And see how many yeses and nos you get.
That's true, and then you get to find out what your demographic is too. So,
Yeah.
right as well. So like you're going to be marketing to different demographics, as well. But I mean, you can't always tell just by like looks and demographics because people can have like fluctuating interests.
Mhm.
But that's why a poll
Especially
is
it could
like
be like area based.
random.
Maybe like the people.
Yeah,
around the
that's true. Area based as well. That is a big, huge thing. Culture area based.
Yeah.
What's
gotta tell you-
available?
I gotta tell you in person, so my script idea. Sarah and James already know it, but I'm not gonna say it on the recording. But it is. I love my idea. I've been trying to work on this for years.
Is
So
this your feature film idea, or is this?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Is that what Sarah's helping you with?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
I got the first page and 3/4 done.
Awesome.
Cool. That's
So, yeah.
awesome, guys.
I gonna
What
have
genre is it?
horror tragedy.
Oh, cool.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I'm starting
Oh,
it out.
that's
I'm
why you
starting
got
it strong with
Sarah
the
to
Save the Cat moment. Hey, Daniel. The
Huh?
first scene is to save the cat.
So
And
first
that's
Save the cat.
Yeah, it's like, look, it's a feel good. I started out like that.
Okay.
Listen. Well, I just figured like to really
Yeah.
draw him into the character, make him love them, and then like go about the
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Well, yeah.
I That's such an evil smirk.
All right. So I guess I could read mine. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like should read yours, and then we should see if you guys think that we will have anything by Thursday. If not, we could like make another game show or something, or work on something. Because
I'm in. I love
if no
game
one's
shows.
gonna have their, well, yeah, but we hope to have, the scripts, which is the main
Yeah.
thing.
I'll get mine done. I'll have mine done. Don't worry.
Oh, I need to work on mine, so I'm not in the place to judge. But I'm just like, we all need to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you?
So mine was romance. Prop was stuffed animal, and the line of dialogue was, "Did you find it yet?"
All right, let's listen to it.
All right. Interior, exterior, living room, front yard, midday. Ashley, 30, stands in the living room wearing a fancy dress. She looks towards the stairs. Ashley yelling, "Did you find it yet?" Cameron off screen yelling, "No, not yet. I don't remember where I put it. It's been forever." Ashley, "Well, try to hurry." Ashley hears Cameron rummaging through the room. Cameron off screen, "Found it." Cameron, 30s, comes downstairs, adjusting a tie around his neck. Ashley, "Ooh, fancy." Cameron, "Wow, you too." Ashley, "All right, go." Cameron, "Can't we just..." Ashley, "No, come on, go." All right. Cameron walks past Ashley and goes out the door. Ashley stands there waiting excitedly.
Oh, I was gonna say that's something I forgot to tell you in the notes. I
Yeah.
feel like you should say goes out the door and closes it, because otherwise, isn't it just because you say he knocks later? So
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I could be more clear on that, I guess.
yeah,
Ashley
because I was
stands there.
think
What?
about what you all say.
Yeah, definitely. If I just go out the door, then yeah, it could be open still. So
Mhm.
Ashley stands there waiting excitedly. The doorbell rings. Ashley moves to the door and opens it to see Cameron standing there. Cameron, "You ready for our date?" Ashley, "Definitely." Cameron, "Great, because my mom said she can drop us off and doesn't have to get us for over 3 hours." Ashley chuckles, lightly slaps Cameron on the arm. Ashley, "Oh, stop." Cameron, "Sorry, couldn't resist. Shall we?" Cameron extends his hand. Ashley grabs it and he walks her to the car. Interior, exterior, car, continuous. They go around to the passenger side of the car. Cameron opens the door and waits for Ashley to get in, then closes the door behind her and goes, oh, it's supposed to be and goes to get in the driver's seat. They drive away. Cut to interior, fancy restaurant, midday. Cameron opens the door to the restaurant for Ashley. They enter. The restaurant looks like a nice establishment. There are many people sitting in the waiting area. The hostess notices them and waves them over. Hostess, "Hello, do you have a reservation?" Cameron looks dumbfounded. Cameron, "No. Did we need one?" Hostess, "Yes, sorry, we're overbooked today. I can't seat you without a reservation. I'm so sorry." Cameron, "No, don't be. It's our fault. We should have thought of that. Thank you. Have a good day." Hostess, "You too." They turn to leave. Cut to interior, exterior, car, restaurant, parking lot. They're in the car in the restaurant parking lot. Continues. I need to reword that. Cameron and Ashley sit, blankly staring ahead for a moment before Cameron starts to laugh. Cameron, "I can't believe we didn't think of that." Ashley, "Yeah, we're dumb. Like real dumb." Ashley starts to laugh with Cameron. Cameron, "Yeah, it's been too long." Ashley, "Yeah, but dang it, I was looking forward to this. What do we do now?" Cameron sits there quietly thinking, then suddenly jerks his head to look at Ashley. Cameron, "Burger and fries?" Ashley, okay." Cameron starts the car and they drive off. Cut to interior fast food place later midday. Cameron and Ashley sit at a table eating burgers and fries. They are laughing and chatting inaudibly. Ashley is on her last bite. Ashley, "You know what I want?" Cameron, "What's that?" Ashley, "Ice cream." Yep. Ashley gets up to go to the counter. Cameron continues eating his food. Ashley comes back defeated. Ashley, "The machine is broken." Cameron. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Ashley, I really wanted some. Oh,
Where
well.
are they? Don'ts?
Right? That's what I was thinking, honestly. But I didn't want to get. I don't want to give a name of the place. Cameron.
Yeah.
Well, then let's go get some. Cameron gets up, throws the rest of the trash away, and turns to Ashley. Cameron, come on. Ashley gets up and follows Cameron. Cut to exterior park, dusk. Cameron and Ashley walk through the park together as they eat their cups of ice cream. Ashley, I was half expecting the park to be closed the way that today has been going. Cameron, yeah, we're not having the best of luck today, sorry. Ashley, sorry for what? Cameron, well, you know, today was supposed to be our special day and all, and it's not really going that well. Ashley,
Quick question. Did they get ice cream?
what?
How did
They
they get
didn't-
ice cream?
They didn't.
One of those little ice cream stands in the park.
Oh, they went to an ice cream place. That's what the point of that was. Was that
Oh,
not?
I thought they were walking in the park. I thought it was an ice cream stand in the park, like one of those.
No, I was
little-
kind of picturing like, you know, if they
I thought
just went for food,
broken.
they probably the ice cream shop's probably within the same block, right? You know, when you
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was picturing them going to ice cream. I didn't want to show it because that's too many locations. So I was just like, they can have ice cream as they're walking through the park.
But you should at least explain how they got the ice cream. Because the ice cream machine was broken at the restaurant. And now they have ice cream.
No, I mean,
Well,
I
he
understood that.
said, let's go get some in the dialogue. But yeah, maybe I can change that or make it a little more clear.
Yeah, what maybe like I don't know. Maybe like walk towards an ice cream place and then and then get a shot of them in the park.
Well, I
No,
don't
or
want to add the location. That's the thing. So,
No, or just
No,
explain.
don't add
they
another
got the ice-
location. That's what I'm saying. I'm just show them like
I can just add a line of dialogue and like before.
Yeah, just add a line of
Yeah,
Be
dialogue.
like, let's go there or something.
It's like good thing that ice cream shop had ice cream, or a good thing that other place we found has ice.
I feel like that's too on the nose, but we'll see. We'll work on it.
Yeah, I'll work on it. I think I'll just add like a line saying like where they're going before they leave the fast food
Oh
place.
yeah, you could say, "Oh, I saw an ice cream place down the street," or
There you
something
go.
like that.
Or there's
Yeah,
an ice cream place. What about the ice cream place near the park? I don't know, something like that. That would work.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay. Thank you. I think it's going pretty well. Better than our first date anyway. Cameron laughs, finishes his ice cream, and throws it in the nearby trash can. Cameron, yeah, I guess it can't get worse than that. Hey, can you wait here for a minute? Ashley, sure, why? Cameron, no reason. Be right back. Cameron rushes off while Ashley finds somewhere to sit. A few moments pass before Cameron comes back. Cameron, I know today didn't go exactly as planned, but I hope this makes up for it some. Cameron sits next to Ashley and gives her a wrapped present. Ashley takes it and excitedly opens it. Ashley, oh my gosh, honey. Ashley takes out a stuffed bear from the gift box, holds it close to her face. Ashley continued, it looks just like the one I used to have when I was younger. How'd you find it? Cameron, I checked online sites until I came across it. Took a while, but I remembered how much he loved it. Ashley, thank you. Ashley kisses Cameron, then leans on his shoulder while they sit side by side. Ashley continued, I love you. Cameron, I love you too. End.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll definitely work on some of it. This was just the first draft, but
Nice.
any constructive feedback other than like explaining where they get the ice cream?
Constructive
Chisholm.
feedback. It's again, it feels like it reminds me of my first script one of the ones that I wrote where it's like feels like there's more to the story.
Mhm.
It's like that's what you know what I mean? Like I feel like
It's supposed to be a short though. It's not supposed to be like something super long. It's just
I know.
supposed to be a date
Yeah,
night.
but let me hear. Like, what's up? What, guys?
it's cute. I guess it's like one of those like cute little shorts. Yeah, no, it's cute. I guess like that's a good sign.
Well,
If
V
people
said
like-
she'd
Oh,
like
He
a
said
little
she'd like
more
a little more
too. So
too.
maybe.
So
Where
yeah, so there's like it seems like it's too quick or something's missing.
Where did
No,
he get
not
the
like that.
bear?
He bought the bear, obviously.
Where?
He just said I looked on the online sites. He said it. He's not going to say eBay.
Yeah, but where did he run off to get it?
Oh,
Probably in his car. Yeah, maybe add that he goes in his car and gets something out of it.
Oh, because I mean, I didn't want to like, I wanted to leave it as simple as I could, so I wanted to leave it more like staying on her. So then when he comes back, you know, like we don't watch him go where.
Well, yeah, but they'd still ask like where to get the gift from. I feel like just leave that. I
guess I could add a line of dialogue from her, like, "Well, where was this at?"
Now, when you guys say,
because like you guys are like, it's. I don't want to do too many locations, you know. Like if we
Oh,
do,
but it doesn't
if
have
going
to,
to the
but
car in the park,
No,
like, that's
It's cute. It's
because
cute.
I think he's thinking
People
about
love
also
it.
filmability in the sense that like the more scenes you add, the more you'll have to like find locations, and the more you'll
Yeah, no,
have
it's
to
good
film
like that.
them.
That's
People
why I'm like,
love it.
I didn't want to
It's like
add
shit up.
her going over to the ice
Like
cream.
not shit,
person,
but you know what I
because
mean.
That's like, you know, the
People love
cashier
little
being in
cutesy.
it, being in
But
it.
what would you add to it? Do you think like maybe some more interactions between them? Do you think the scenes should go on longer?
I just
What do
the only
you-
thing that I found was missing was conflict.
conflict.
Yeah,
oh, you
like
think that they should have been more like there should have been more of a disaster before the good
Well,
parts
not-
of the date?
I think it was like I think yeah, just like a little bit more rising tension, slightly just in the conflict.
A
here.
little bit
It
more
doesn't have to
going
be
wrong before
huge.
the good stuff.
It doesn't have to be huge, but just like a tiny bit so that it has a bit more of a wave. I mean, it is a cute kind of styled script, which is great. So I wouldn't go over above like you would for other genres, but just
Right.
kind of like
And
build it
honey,
up.
I feel like you're overthinking the sense of like filmability, because isn't this one not supposed to be?
Right, but
thinking
these are
of-
like ones that I actually want to make. So plus, I just like I feel like the simplicity of it is better for this one. But I know, like, I know what you mean. Like it needs more to it. But I'm not like going and showing every little.
I
detail.
agree.
feel
I
like
agree
it
with
doesn't really
Sarah
need
in the sense that
that.
maybe a little more conflict, like maybe have
More of
the
a panic. A bit
or
more of a
maybe have
panic.
more have like
From
more
her?
things being
Or like, what do you mean?
no
Yeah,
like
go.
sorry, I was gonna say like maybe have more things be closed, like maybe have them go drive around and see that everything's closed or booked, or like take a little longer to find the sweet moment.
Okay.
Or add a
That's
little
my-
bit of embarrassment too. Like that would be really good, because then if he's like, oh no, like it's like if you write in like slightly bit of embarrassment, and then it's like have that like that could also be a way to build it as well. I like your idea as well, Priscilla.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
just like
maybe
this is
show
food
a
for
little
thought, you don't
more
have to.
frustration, like oh man, like reservations, duh, like
I
maybe a
think
little.
I would
it's
have
great
tried-
though if you want to just leave it too.
I would
Mhm.
say
No, I
have
definitely
them.
want to like fix it. This is just the first
V,
draft. So I'm just-
V said, yeah, that
I don't
makes
think
sense.
I'm getting all offended or anything. I'm just like trying to understand what you guys are meaning.
V said, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, or some sort of surprise. But if it's romance, I guess it's supposed to be simple. Not simple as in writing, but no conflict. Just love, romance, and like,
No,
Yeah.
all romance, all stories have some sort of conflict or problem. That's why I was like
well,
thinking
yeah,
keep
but
it
like the
romance.
story is
I'd
supposed
like-
to be like a
Just-
date night. But I get your
But-
point. I get your point. Like it's supposed to
But
be a
that's
date
why if
night
you add emotional,
like-
like just slight irritation or slight embarrassment or something like that, that's gonna give it a bit of a
Oh,
wave.
something you could do, honey, to not add more locations is you could make it a little longer for them to actually get out the door. Like maybe have more things for her to take care of last minute, or can't find this, can't find that,
I would.
or leaving.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I would say have them have a backpack or something so you can get the bear out of there or something. And then
No, I
it'll
feel
look-
like then she's gonna ask where the backpack is. I think putting it in the car is a good idea because just
Yeah.
she won't see it like in the bottom. See?
It's supposed to be a surprise, so that's
Yeah, because otherwise she's gonna be
present.
like, "What's in the backpack?" And plus, they're going to a fancy restaurant, so why would he be wearing a backpack in a fancy restaurant? Or they were
I'm not-
supposed to be in the first place.
yeah, you're right. So Lania said that V. V said that maybe even know how long they've been waiting or how long it's been and why. Yeah, I could add that, definitely. Like have them converse a little more in the beginning about like we haven't been in a date forever. Something like that.
And also maybe have them wait their turn to like talk to the hostess just to see that it's booked a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to
I don't know,
overcomplicate
like I feel like
either.
doing that would just slow it down a little. Like if
Yeah, I
you
don't want
someone
to slow it
fun,
down, and I don't want to
maybe
overcomplicate
if there was like who left? Anyway, maybe if there was like a person that was kind of
I think it was too soon because she's not here anymore.
oh yeah, she might have been her thing might have been messing up. Anyway, maybe if there was like a person that's kind of being a dick.
Have the hostess
That's
be a
another
dick.
thing. Yeah, just
Mm,
like I don't know. That's not a bad idea. I mean, you could do that. I mean, if you want to keep, it's up to you. Try that if you'd like. I don't know. What do you think, Priscilla?
well, how
would
would
say-
she be a dick though? Like like she'd be rude to them for not having a reservation. I feel like that's
Yeah, like
unprofessional
make it look like
too.
it's a fancy restaurant or something.
And
And
it's
it's
just
like,
like, so you don't have
how
a
dare
reservation.
you
Yeah, that's
have
good.
Or no, not like that, but I think I understand what you mean. Like, well, you should have had a reservation, or be a little more like passive aggressive, and then they could be like, wow, like,
Oh, like
she was
have a
rude.
fight a little
I
more.
can
No,
I
not
can give you
fight,
a
but-
great experience on that too if you need it.
No. I don't want to ruin their relationship in the process of trying to
No, I'm not saying that.
artificially create.
We're not
No,
saying
I'm
that.
not
We're
talking about conflict between them, honey. I'm talking about like maybe
The
have her
host.
be the hostess be a little more like, well, you should have had a reservation or something like that.
just have
I-
her be a
I
little bit of a dick.
I'll be right
I
back.
think like I don't know, because I don't want to add too much and overcomplicate it. But I also feel like, yeah, maybe a little more, because I do remember reading it the first time and being like, maybe a little more would have gone wrong. It just seemed like they were like, oh, it hasn't been the best night. Really, it hasn't been that much. Like, oh, their first idea went wrong, and then they couldn't have ice cream and they went somewhere else. Like, I don't know, maybe add one more thing go wrong, and then the conflict is a little more escalated, and they can be like, oh, we can't catch a break tonight, or like, oh, because
Yeah.
it feels a little more earned.
Gotcha.
Is what I feel like. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I would say just make her like either a little rude or make her a little sassy.
Which one?
The
Like
host.
the hostess.
Oh, okay.
Like I would add a little. It would add actually some interesting character for her.
Okay.
Yeah, I just feel like it's so hard because yeah, she's rude, but at the end of the day, she's not wrong. So I always feel like that whenever it comes to this kind of stuff, because I'm like, she didn't have to be a bitch about it, but also she's got a point. Like, we should have had a reservation.
Yeah. Well,
I
I didn't
always
want to do
feel
that
like
because it's supposed to be a fancy restaurant, and so like it just hostesses are very
obviously they
professional and
yeah.
like they're not like I don't know, an Arby's or something. They're like not an Arby's, a Denny's. They're not like Denny's. They're more like, they actually treat their customers.
They have training and stuff for that
purpose
kind of,
because they're so expensive. So I was also thinking of like that kind of stuff.
because if you have a rude waitress,
But
rich
that's
people
why
will
I didn't want
complain.
to I don't know if I want to do the rude waitress.
Like I said, I think maybe adding like either one more conflict, like maybe taking it longer for them to get out the door, or maybe adding one more place that they try to go to that's closed, or something like that would extend it a little bit more and make it feel a little more earned that finally they managed to get what they were trying. My opinion, because I don't want to overcomplicate it. I feel like it's supposed to be a short and it's supposed to be a romance. So it doesn't have to be too much, but I don't know. Like, I do
No,
agree
but I
that
mean, you guys are all
something-
saying it's missing something, and I agree. So I'm
Yeah.
trying, you know what I mean?
James, your opinion.
I
You've
just-
been quiet. You're the only one that hasn't given an opinion.
Just call him out.
No.
How dare you?
It's nice. I'd like to hear more of it when it's like a little further, like on a second or third draft.
Yeah, but for it to
Okay,
get
yeah.
to the second or third draft, we need tips. So come on, give them.
Oh,
Gimme.
Do you think it also is missing something? Do you think some scenes should go on longer?
I did find it interesting. The whole like
Hey, good and you?
I don't know. Maybe it's like
I
the lack
do.
of conflict.
Honey?
Maybe
Adios.
my head is just too like everyone has to be arguing and shit. But that's also just me. At the same time, I'm also trying to think of like like movies like Chef that are really like feel good and like they get all the drama out of the way at the beginning and then they like the rest is just like yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like it's
like there's drama in the house and then they get out and they're like, okay, it's refreshing now.
And then they go to the restaurant and there's more like, oh crap. We did all this
I
stuff
don't know
in
if
the
I want to
house.
make him be like fighting the whole time because then it's like
Not fighting, but you don't have to make it fighting. You can have conflict without them being fighting. Just have it like, this sucks. And he's just like, yeah, it does. Like, like them, they're still a team, but they're going through like stress and stuff. And they're
that's what I was
trying
gonna say.
I don't know. I just thought I would laugh in that situation. Like, oh my gosh, we're so stupid.
No, I would laugh in that situation too, but like,
restaurant.
I'm not talking about the restaurant. I'm talking about like what until they get to the restaurant. I feel like that'd be like in the house. Maybe they need to leave food for the kids, or maybe the babysitter is going to be late and they have to wait for her a little bit longer before they can go on the date. Or maybe
it makes sense why they haven't been on a date in so long too, like what V was saying.
Yeah,
hard trouble.
Right, give it a little bit of meat, give it a little bit of steak, so that like there's a little more emotional connection to why to because it's just like okay, random date night amongst the 5 million that like a married couple have over the years.
Basically, is what he
like
said.
No, give us a reason to really care about it. You know,
See
what I mean?
that they're trying. Like if they're parents, see that they're trying. They haven't had some alone time in a while. They just want a night together so they can have a moment to themselves and together and enjoy each other's company.
The other thing too, since we all knew where you were going, Priscilla. But anyway.
What?
Oh.
Oh yeah, the other thing too. I'm trying to keep it PG.
Yeah, I got you.
But yeah, the other thing too.
Right.
We're trying to keep it PG here.
I'm not trying to keep it PG.
Oh man.
Okay, then go ahead. I thought you said you were. Go ahead.
Huh?
I mean, I guess mine
not
can
for
be
every
PG.
story. I was just talking about
depressing.
No, not every story, just mine. And I thought, and Daniel's was, and I thought Coda's wanted to be, but I guess not. All right,
I'm
honey,
not
then
gonna
be
add a
like,
sex scene in there. Like, there's no point. But I'm just saying.
oh, maybe
have a
have
good
it.
2-minute
Or
sex scene
maybe
set
have it
to
end.
Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah.
Or maybe have it end with like them coming home tired from the date and them ready to do it and them just being like sleep. No. That's horrible, but it does happen.
What are they coming out of pandemic? Are they
No,
that
no.
tired from
No,
Like,
I
they go
definitely
on a
wanted to
date.
end on him giving her the gift. Like I wanted
The
to
whole
be
day
sweet,
is
not
so
end it like
freaking-
horrible.
No, the whole not horrible. That's the thing. Like,
That's
stop
horrible.
Oh my god, that makes me think
Stop
of Dick
being
in the
so
Box.
effing pessimistic.
Like,
What?
yes, you
Oh my
do,
God.
Johnny. You never seen Dick in the Box?
You've never seen those
Yeah, that's
episodes.
what
Oh, it's so bad.
You've never seen those episodes where the couple has kids.
Yes, I have seen that, and that's the thing.
Listen, though,
Like, it's been done a
listen.
bunch.
It's not horrible at the end because at the end of the day, they're tired from trying to make the date go right, but they still enjoyed having each other's company, and they end hugging together and being like, "I love you. Thank you for trying so hard." And it was such a wonderful night, even despite everything.
I disagree with that because like you said, it's been done so much. So that's it's already been done. Like it.
Well, so has date night gone wrong. So
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's like if I do everything cliche, then yeah, the whole thing's a cliche.
all right, well,
I just wanted to end it on that little sweet note.
like I
But
said,
the rest
if you
of it,
were gonna add anything, like I said, in my opinion, if you're gonna add anything, I feel like you should add it in the scene. And if you don't want to add more locations, I feel like you should add more to the beginning scene where they're trying to leave the house and it's super hard for them to get out of the house. And then once they get out of the house, they don't have a reservation, and then they go to a different place and everything happens.
Okay.
I feel like maybe that would be your best shot, since you don't want to add more, you don't want to add unnecessary conflict, and you don't want to add more scenes.
Right. I don't want
More
to extend
locations,
it
I
to
mean.
where it gets boring. That's the other thing.
Yeah, and you don't want it to drag on. So
Right.
I feel like that's your best bet.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, James, for
all
your
the,
contribution.
feedback.
Thank you, everyone, for your contributions.
I said thank you, everybody.
No, I'm thanking them now. I can't thank them.
Oh, well, they're not giving you feedback.
I know, but I'm thanking them for giving you feedback. I'm gonna shut up.
She's
Anyway.
taking
She's
over your
being
job.
supportive.
Oh, V, were you able to do revisions on your story yet?
She said not yet. All right, so
Does anybody have
it's
anything else they want to share before I stop the recording anyway?
You guys could check out the second half of my draft, or you can wait 15 minutes and I'll read you the second half. I'm
All right,
done.
we'll wait.
when are you gonna post it?
Did you already post it? I think she's getting ready to drive. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna stop the recording here then.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm just getting into my car.